Okay, so good evening. Welcome to Secondary English Online. I present to you English Unit 10.1. This is the class of Elements of the Story. Alright, let's begin. What is a short story? Well, a short story is a work of fictional narrative prose with a few characters and limited setting and a single major event. Okay, so a short story is meant to be read in a single sitting. So that means it should be short. Short stories should be short. Novels should be long, and regular stories should be just above normal. What would I say? It's normal. It's like 30 to 60 pages. A short story should not pass more than 15 pages to 20 pages. Okay, so it could be read in a single sitting. So what are its elements? Well, the characters are the people, the animals, strange creatures, or objects that they think, talk, and act. So they're people too. For example, we can take The Beauty and the Beast. The Beauty and the Beast is a story when you see the main character is an animal, but it's a person, and you see talking pots and pans and objects that think, talk, and act. Okay, so we're also going to see what is a protagonist. A protagonist is the main character, and the antagonist is the one who is against the protagonist. Okay, so it's the protagonist is the one who undergoes a change or learns something during the course of the story, and he's the one who takes the leading part. The antagonist is the one who's always contending with the protagonist. Author and title. This is important because everything we read and we are looking for, we need to know what we are reading and who wrote it, because you could read something from your country that is not real, and maybe you can debunk it. The genre is the literary genre of the story. If it's horror, if it's fiction, if it's non-fiction, you decide when you read the story. The setting provides the locale, the place, the period, time of the story. It can be real, it can be a make-believe place in time. Okay? The plot is the series of events which leads to a climax or high point of interest. We will talk more about this one later because it takes time. The conflict is a struggle between a character and some other force. It could be an out of the world force. It could be a nature force. But we need to understand the types of conflicts. Here we can see that some of the types of conflicts more common. We got man versus man. That is a problem you got with another. It could be a specific person or a society in general. We got man versus nature. It could be weather conditions like storms. We had recently the storm Maria. It destroyed the island, so we had man versus nature. Or animals. Man versus himself could involve the personal life circumstances, or psychological issues. So then we got the themes. The themes are the general truths of our life. This is considered the message, the story to the readers. What did the author want to tell us? What is the message? Why did he write it? For example, greed brings one's downfall. So we read a story about money and how somebody wanted to get things. So greed make him fail in the end of the novel. We also got the tone and the mood, which alter the characters, and the flow of the story, which is being narrated. Then we also have the points of views. It is a way in which the story is narrated. It is the method, the vantage point that the writers use to tell the story. So the story can only have one of these, mostly two or For example, we got the first person, the second person, and the third person. The first person is me, the second person is you, and the third person is they or them. In here we can see a short story map. This is what I want you to do. Here you can see the characters and a little explanation which you can read on later. The setting, the point of view, the plot, the title, the author, the theme, the conflict, the types of conflict, and the plot diagram, which I will not explain right now. So let's go for a little evaluation. You're going to read the story, the bridge of to Terabithia, and you're going to identify the elements of the story by creating a story map that contains all the parts of the elements. Okay, you're going to create a short summary of the story, no more than 3 pages, no more short than 2, so keep it short and sweet. So this is the end for now of this class. Until next class, that we will be talking about the plot diagram more in depth, also the types of conflict more in depth. So please hand in your work on time and have a nice time learning. Hope you like the conflicts of the story. Study hard. Have a nice evening.